Let's talk about the intelligence trap. Your intelligence is killing you. Brilliant brains burn without brutal boundaries. Focus fixes fuels. Your IQ is not an asset, it is an anchor. So let's fix it. Let me tell you something that nobody wants to admit. The smartest people in the room often achieve the least. The highest IQs frequently produce the lowest incomes. The brightest minds regularly build the biggest failures. Why? Because genius without guardrails guarantees gruesome, grotesque failure. I learned this lesson the hard way. See, I've got what some people call the beautiful mind, IQ off the charts, pattern recognition through the roof, ideas flowing like Niagara Falls, and it nearly destroyed me. Intelligence needs intensity, not infinity. Here's what happens when you're too smart for your own good. You see every option, every possibility, every potential path, and instead of picking one and dominating it, you try everything. You become a jack of all trades and bankrupt to all banks. Everything equals extinction. Focus finds fortune, and specialization that spawns success. Generalists generate garbage. Specialists spawn gold. But intelligent people can't specialize. They're too curious, too capable, too convinced that they can master multiple domains. So they spread their genius like margarine, thin, artificial, ultimately unsatisfying. Your competition isn't smarter, they just stop spreading themselves like margarine. Just tell me about this. Let me tell you about the intelligence trap. It's got three jaws, and they're all very, very sharp. First jaw, analysis paralysis. Does this sound familiar? Smart people analyze everything. They see 17 sides to every decision. They model 37 scenarios for every choice. They think themselves into inaction. Except 95% of your decisions don't matter. The 5% that do determine everything. Decisions will drive your destiny, don't delay them. Choices will create your kingdom. Make them. Moments make millions. But intelligent people, they can't tell the difference. Every decision feels important when you can see all the implications. So they treat buying coffee with the same intensity as choosing a business strategy. What five choices will forge your fortune? The smartest person doesn't know because they're too busy analyzing the coffee options. Now, jaw number two, the perfection paralysis. Intelligent people see how things could be perfect. They understand the ideal. They can envision the excellence. So they refuse to accept anything less. But perfection isn't adding features, it's assassinating excess. Subtract spawns success. Minimizing makes millions. And remember that less launches legends. What you remove reveals your genius, not the other way around. But smart people keep adding more features, more complexity, more options. They polish that garbage, hoping that it will become gold. But wrong done right is still wrong. That perfect process is going to poison your profits. Direction drives dollars. You are efficiently engineering your extinction with every improvement that you make past the point of being a great product. Option paralysis is jaw number three. This is the killer. Smart people see too many opportunities. They understand too many business models. They succeed at too many things. So they try to succeed at everything. And they excel at exactly nothing. Trying to triumph at everything ensures that you'll excel at exactly nothing. Differentiation delivers the dollars. Your uniqueness unleashes your unicorn. and weird is going to win you wealth. But you can't be different when you're doing everything. You can't be unique when you're chasing every option, and you can't be weird when you're trying to be well rounded and do what everybody else is doing. Where are you cowardly copying when you should be courageously creating? Here's what saved me. I realized intelligence without intensity is impotence. Mediocre strategy with manic focus will murder brilliant plans with scattered attention every single time. Because focus fixes failures, scatter spawns suffering, and intensity ignites your income. A dull knife with force will cut deeper than a sharp blade barely touching it. Well, I did something radical. I took my big, beautiful, brilliant brain and I gave it boundaries. I actually gave it brutal boundaries, even tighter. I picked one thing, not 10 things that I could do well, not five things that I was passionate about, one thing. Champions do not diversify. They deliberately dominate with demonic dedication. Obsession obliterates your opposition, and maniacs make millions. Here's what happened. My income through the roof, my impact even higher, my happiness even higher than that. Why? Because I stopped trying to be smart and I started trying to be successful. See, success is not skillful execution, it's savage selection of what matters. You need to choose your champions carefully. Selection spawns success, and picking will power your profits. Most people are playing checkers, but champions choose chess. But the real champions, doesn't matter what game, they just pick one game and they master it. Let me give you the prescription for the intelligence disease. Prescription number one, embrace stupidity. Do fewer things. Think less. Act more. Because if you chase two dreams, you are going to catch two disasters. Your divided focus is going to deliver death. Single shots succeed, scatter shots spawn suffering. Precision is going to pay you powerfully. I guarantee you, snipers get rich and shotguns go broke. Smart people want to be shotguns, but you need to be a sniper. Prescription number two, create constraints. Your intelligence needs a leash. Without boundaries, it'll run wild and accomplish nothing. You need to implement the hell yes or hard no rule. Hell yes or hard no. Everything else is an expensive excuse. Maybe means mediocrity. Commitment creates cash. Decision drives dynasties. Your hesitation will cost you millions. What half hearted habits are holding you hostage right now? Smart people love maybe because they can see the potential in maybe. Kill your maybes, murder your options, and slaughter your possibilities and choose. Make a choice. Prescription three, obsess or obscure. You either obsess over one thing or you fade into obscurity trying everything. Obsession outperforms obligation every single time. The greatest leaders don't do more, they obsess more. They obsess over the critical few actions that drive their results. That vital 20% that validates your existence. Because the trivial 80%, that tricks you into extinction. Few will fund your fortune. Many will murder your momentum. Quality quashes quantity. Remember that. Stop counting activities. Start counting your cash. Here's the brutal truth. Your intelligence is either your superpower or your kryptonite. Without focus, it's kryptonite. With boundaries, it's a billion-dollar weapon. Simple scales spectacularly. Complex crashes catastrophically because clarity creates cash. Every layer that you add subtracts a zero from your valuation. Complexity has killed far more companies than competition ever could. So here's my challenge to every smart person watching this. Pick one thing, just one. Give it all of your genius, all your intensity, all your intelligence. Watch what happens when you stop trying to be everything to everybody and you start dominating something special. Because at the end of the day, the world doesn't reward intelligence, it rewards intensity. It doesn't pay for potential, it pays for performance. Intelligence needs intensity, not infinity. Brilliant brains burn without brutal boundaries. But with boundaries, with focus, with intensity, brilliant brains build billions. Because focus fixes fools, even brilliant ones.